Hello, hello, and welcome to Aquarian Goddess, where I encourage you to bring out the full potential within you to connect with your divinity and live as the beautiful being that you were born to be. And so today, I want to talk with you about why sage is totally your bestie. And you should be hanging out with your bestie all the time. Okay, so everybody has heard a little bit about how smudging or burning sage to release the smoke and the aromatic oils inside of the leaves has these beneficial spiritual effects where it cleanses the energy in the space, drives out negative things, and just raises the vibration of the space as well as your own aura, your own energy field. And all of this, from my experience, is highly accurate and very much a part of what I do on a regular basis to keep myself centered and able to live in that high vibe realm as often as I choose, compared to, let's say the old days where I was just a kid who didn't know any better and just let all the energy around me run all willy-nilly all the time. So it definitely makes a huge difference, and there's a lot of other stuff that it does that I think is really fascinating that I also wanted to share with you. So the first thing I wanted to share, however, is just my own perspective on how it can really tap you into your own sense of power. And this is something that any form of working with intention or getting into kind of a ritual mindset gives you this centering effect that helps you to really own your truth. Own that you have infinite power bestowed on you by the divine, because you are a child of the universe, born of its own essence. And we have the ability to tap into that at any given moment. And by doing that, we affirm that within ourselves as something that we can do on a regular basis. And I find that just setting the intention to cleanse the energy in your home and in your own field with the assistance of the beautiful sage, the beautiful spirit of this plant, who has been working alongside us for countless generations as a friend and an ally, that you center yourself in that truth. You own that you have that ability to command the existence in a positive way. And it's okay to own that power when it's coming from that real, true alignment with your soul, with your deepest essence, with your purity. And you'll feel that the more pure your intentions are, the more you are comfortable with embodying and expressing that sense of power that is our divine birthright. So that's why I think burning sage is a fantastic way to tap into that, because a lot of us, really delicate, caring types have a tendency to avoid our sense of being powerful because we want to make sure that that power is being used for good. And so this is a great way to get comfortable with that, because it's kind of the ultimate purity is cleansing. And so I just want to show you how getting into a little bit of a ritual mindset can really influence the way that you perceive and the way that you behave. And so just enjoy this moment with me here. I'm going to light this sage, and we'll do a little bit of a long distance smudging for you, because why not? Time and space are only there as much as we allow them to be. And we can definitely bring a little bit of that cleansing intention to you. So just focus on allowing the energy all around you and through you, blowing between your cells like a wind, being cleansed, being refreshed, and being protected by this strong, comforting friend. Just setting the intention that the energy of this cleansing, this little ritual here, will reach all of you watching, that we're one big group, and that everything around all of us in our individual spaces is being cleansed. Things that are no longer needed can be released. And that energy can dissipate. It won't be left hanging around. It'll just float off like a cloud turning into mist. There we go. And allow your intention to meld with that of the group and feel that you're a part of it. Feel that purity. You can envision white light if you like, just filling the space. It's a beautiful feeling. One of my favorites for sure. Okay. So, on the more practical side of things, Sage is also able to, along with putting you in this beautiful ceremonious mindset and clearing the energy in your space, it is also antibacterial. And so if you are wanting to, keep the air in your home a little cleaner, especially during the flu season and all of that, you can just smudge. There have been experiments done where they have taken bundles of medicinal herbs and burned them in a scientific setting and watched that 94% of the bacteria in the environment was diminished for 24 hours. So it's really potent for keeping your air nice and clean. And along with that, kind of the scientific side of its energetic effects has to do with the fact that it actually releases ions that are negatively charged. And when it comes to ions, negative is actually good. Positive ions are actually harmful to us. They're created by a lot of electronics and things like that. But negative ions are released by things like falling water and sage smoke and things like that, and they actually have a really relaxing effect on us. It's really interesting to learn about. But yeah, so that is a little bit about why sage is your bestie, and you should definitely hang out more often. And thank you so much for coming here and showing up for yourself, showing up in a way that makes you open to being more of your truth embodied. And definitely feel free to check out my website, where you can see my blog as well as my spiritual guidance and life purpose coaching and energy work. And I truly hope that you have a beautiful and inspired day, because you completely deserve it and you have so much to give to the world. Shine on.